y'all. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my sales from the first half of February 2022, and y'all, I'm going to talk real quick about Poshmark. I know there's a lot of controversy about, did the Poshmark search filter changes actually affect sales? Did they not? Are resellers just complaining, making up excuses? I'm going to be real with you guys. That seriously affected my Poshmark business. It actually affected it so much that I don't have really good sales to even mention in this video. Usually I mention at least 5-6 sales from, the past couple of weeks of my reselling business, and I always mention Poshmark. I always have luck selling on Poshmark. Let me tell you, I went this past weekend and only made one sale on Poshmark during the weekend. I don't think that's ever happened before, maybe when I first started reselling. Very, very strange. So this video is just going to be what sold on eBay. You guys can leave your opinions about what happened with the Poshmark down below. Everything's back to normal, and I am just going to try to share my closet consistently like I've been doing, and hope that my sales go back to normal. They're still not back to normal yet, y'all. So let me share some of my sales I'm actually proud of and would actually recommend that y'all pick up. I don't share all my sales here on this channel. I just share the sales that I feel like are helpful, BOLO items, if you will, things I would pick up again. So if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. All right, as always, I'm gonna pop up the pictures on the screen. This is a brand I love to sell, Soft Surroundings. This was an embroidered tunic top. I have been on the lookout for some embroidered Soft Surroundings pieces for quite some time, just because they sell well. As you can see, I sold this just long sleeve top. It was not silk. It was polyester. Sold it for $60. I want to say I sat on that about 2.5, 3 months. Totally would pick it up again. Soft Surroundings, I usually don't pass up on it unless it's like really basic and a small size. But if you come across an embroidered Soft Surrounding piece, highly, highly recommend picking it up. Give it a shot, because this one did very well for me. And I've also seen other people do well with embroidered Soft Surroundings as well. This next sale I'm going to mention is a sale I'm kind of excited about because it was such a flawed bag. Like, the strap wasn't even. If you bought this bag, you had to have either known how to fix it, or you were going to bring it and pay somebody else to fix it, because there was no way you could even wear this bag in the condition it was. The whole strap had come off. But I still sold this Rebecca Minkoff bag for $50. Got that in a thread-up handbag box. I think I'm going to be on the lookout for a thread-up handbag box next. That's probably going to be the next thread-up unboxing you're going to see on my channel. I've done really well with those boxes. And as we can see, even flawed handbags that don't even have the strap attached, they still sell. This next sale was a super quick sale. I got it at the bag sale. I always pay less than 50 cents an item. My items usually come out to 30 cents a piece. Lafayette 148. Lafayette 148 is a brand I have extremely great luck with. I think my average sale price is around $35, $40. This is just a white blouse. It was 100% linen. I love to pick up linen, and I love to pick up that brand when I do find it. I really don't find it a lot, but when I find it, it does sell. This sold for $37 within a week. I want to say within maybe 3 days. Totally would pick that up again. I don't sell hats. I don't sell jewelry. That is something you're going to see on my channel this year. I'm going to be getting more into it. I honestly want to throw myself in the jewelry game. I have never sold jewelry. I really don't know anything about jewelry, if I'm being honest with you, but I've been watching my friend Clarissa over at Thriving Thrifters, and I see her selling jewelry, her picking up jewelry, her buying the jewelry mystery boxes. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. So pretty soon, hopefully, you'll see some jewelry unboxings from me. This was a hat, though. I do sometimes look at the hats, mainly because I do like to wear hats sometimes. And I found this hat when I was thrifting in New Orleans one day, Fratelli. And I picked it out because it was alpaca and wool blend, and it sold just in a few months for $28. Super light. It didn't cost me anything to ship, maybe about $3.50. Would totally pick that up again. If you sell hats, leave any kind of like BOLO brands down below. I've been trying to get more and more into hats, but I just seem to not find any really in my area that are worth a ton of money. But yeah, hats and jewelry, you're gonna see more of that on my channel soon. If I see this brand, I'm probably just gonna pick it up. Ralph Lauren Rugby. Everything I found by Ralph Lauren Rugby has sold. This blazer, it sold for $50. I want to say I got this, y'all, at the bag sale as well, so I paid less than 50 cents, sold for 50 bucks on eBay. Super happy about that. Like I said, definitely a brand I'm going to pick up pretty much whenever I see it at the thrift store. Do you pick up overalls? Because if you don't, you probably should look into it. So these are some Dickie overalls, and I'm going to tell you a couple words that I think helped this sell. So it was pinstriped, and I put the words railroad and conductor in the listing. This was only up a couple months, and it sold for $60. And it had a ton of flaws. It had a ton of stains on it. I did pay full price for this. I want to say I paid $7 or $8 for this, which that's really high for me. You guys know, like, my average cost of goods is probably at this point like $1.50. I really don't pay a lot. I go to bag sales. I go to Dollar Day at Goodwill. I don't pay a lot for inventory. This is something I would pay up for. It did sell very quickly, even flawed. $60, can't complain about that one. If you're planning on selling overalls, definitely look at similar solds, because if I didn't know that railroad and conductor were good search terms, I think these may have sat a little bit longer than they did. I'll be honest with you guys, this next item I really didn't want to sell. I actually purchased this on eBay for myself. I think after shipping, tax, fees, I got it for like $38, which I thought was a good deal. It's a Disney Spirit jersey. A lot of y'all know that in December, I went to a trip to Disney World, and I did get some like outfits to wear because I actually live like not too far from Orlando, and around the time of my trip, it was getting pretty chilly. And when I say chilly, I mean like 60 degrees where I live. So I was like, oh, let me bring some long sleeves to Disney. So I went on eBay, I bought a couple Spirit jerseys, hoping that I would be able to wear a long sleeve. And right before we got there, the heat got back up. I had to wear dry fit everything. So anyway, long story short, I bought this Spirit jersey to wear myself, you guys, but I ended up having to resell it because I don't think I'll be back to Disney maybe for another year. Anyway, I say all that to say, if you ever find a Disney Spirit jersey, highly, highly recommend you pick them up. I've sold a few. They never go for under $50. But yeah, if you see Disney Spirit jerseys, pick them up. They will sell. Last thing I want to mention is a JJill piece. And I've heard a lot of people mention that they don't sell JJill in smaller sizes, and I get that. I actually picked up this item when I was doing a thrift with me video. If I can find it, I'll link it above if I can. If I can't, I'm sorry. But I mentioned in the video, I saw a bunch of JJill, and I was like, oh, I only pick up larger sizes. And then I saw this piece. This is where I start to sound like a hypocrite. Resellers, we sometimes sound like hypocrites because we're like, oh, don't pick that up. But there's always exceptions to the rule, right? So this was a 100% cashmere gray, size small JJill piece. And I knew as soon as I saw it was cashmere that it would sell. I have great luck selling cashmere. So I did pick it up. I paid about $3.50 for it, and it sold for $34 in just a couple months. So if you're not picking up all JJill size small pieces, maybe reconsider it, because some of them still will sell if, of course, they make the exception like cashmere. I hope you guys liked this quick what sold video. It's definitely shorter than most of my what sold videos. Usually I talk about MERCARI, Poshmark, sometimes even Depop. But the beginning of February definitely was dependent on my eBay store. That's why I'm so thankful for cross-posting. I'm not trying to sound like an ad, but if you don't cross-post, you're definitely going to be missing out on money, because if I was just selling on Poshmark this month, I wouldn't have made a lot of money, y'all. Not gonna even lie. You can go to my Poshmark store and see my sales. It's all public information. And you'll see, I just was not making the sales that I typically do. I usually make a sale pretty much every single day on Poshmark. That was not the case for the beginning of February. So here's hoping the ending of February is a lot better. Let me know how your Poshmark sales were doing. And if you're not cross-posting, I will leave my List Perfectly referral code. I use List Perfectly. I've used it, gosh, over a year, maybe a year and a half at this point. Really do enjoy it, and I'm thankful for it this month especially. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end, and I will see y'all tomorrow for a fun try-on fashion haul. Bye, y'all.